This is London with MarketHedge. Let's pay attention to Bitcoin. What do we say, guys? Battered and bruised, but not broken. But we're going to take a look at some technical indicators here, particularly on the daily. Taking a look at this specific MACD, not looking too nice. We have to agree, in fact, of having broken the 20 moving average still. Again, guys, battered and bruised, but not necessarily broken. The bulls are trying to pick up in this zone. What's a classic throwback to the 20 moving average. Once we've broken down and under, the bears are trying to complete down to that standard deviation. Not exactly a bull run feeling with this type of a drop on Asia. Yesterday was a little bit rowdy, wasn't it, guys? We'll at least call it rowdy. Asia will forgive you. We know you like a discount, so it's kind of programmed in. We agree. Now, the big question on Bitcoin, can we get a throwback? I'm going to talk about some levels here in a moment, but can we get a throwback in terms of this specific feature along the top line? You guys remember, and this is London former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, not financial advice. It's not a bad target to the upside, the 115. So bulls are looking at that. They're scheduling in now. I want to talk a little bit about, let's clean this chart up a little bit from that 4 hourly yesterday that we brought. It did provide a little bit of a trade. If you guys got some cash on that one, congratulations. Add it to the stack. The trades we brought you guys have been very consistent in terms of producing some cash. You got to hit the cash register. When your screen turns green, you guys know you've got to pull the trigger. You've got to hit the button, as we would say, when your screen turns green. Hourly right now flashing a flat top. We're going to give it a flat top and a descending level of support. Now, these are traditionally bullish. I'm just going to say they're traditionally bullish. But in order to really set that flat top, the bulls are going to need to pull back just a little bit here for a little bit of time. If we continue to go to the upside, it may bring into question any time frame. Pay attention. Any time frame where we're looking at a descending wedge. Now, I bring this up for a real particular reason. Why? Because to the extent that we're looking at a descending wedge, one of the favorite moves is a throwback or a pullback to that preceding descending wedge. So all to say we are a little bit, what do we say? We have some cross signals, cross time frames, 15-minute, hourly. What I'll tell you is never overexposed to any higher price. You know that. It's one thing to say, what do we say? Talk the talk, another thing to walk the walk. Do you have heavy cash reserves? You know, we trade on Bitcoin, 500 leverage. I want to shout out to all the VIP, J Mac and Luke in the back. What's up, guys? We're excited to have you in the back. We will be growing throughout the residual of 2025, maybe more than you know. We've got some big plans incoming. Potential new, I don't want to say this and that, guys, but some big potential plans that we'll be talking about over the next several weeks here into the next several months. I'm extremely excited, as are some other people who are kind of floating around in the mix, and I'll discuss that very soon. Now, in terms of the details here, let's see this 4 hourly, the best pickup that we could get. Now, I would like another drop, believe it or not. I'd like another drop. Yeah, down into 4 hourly like we discussed. I'd like to hit this line. Let's back out a little bit in terms of what we're looking at on the overall. This is the best structure I can come up with. In terms of the 1 hourly chart, we're on the USDT. And let's say the USDT chart for Bitcoin. And I'm looking at a nice hit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. So a nice solid line above it, that 115 again. And looking at this expansion, I don't love the expansion in terms of the support to resistance, bulls on support, giving off again to resistance, bears throwing down to support. But I do believe on this hourly, that's what we have in play. So to the extent that you're looking at trading, what is the big kicker here? You have got to be prepared for. And I mean cash on the sidelines, guys. If you're overexposed and you're gone from the market, it's not going to do you any good. So you got to be prepared with extra cash on the sidelines. What I'm going to tell you is that the best seat in the house in terms of pickups is going to be, unfortunately, guys, way down here. Keep it on the radar. Set an alert here, absolutely. And as we are continuing to build MarketHedge, we are currently working with the dev team on BTCC. We're going through some cross-liquidation accounting. So it's a big deal, and we appreciate everything BTCC, our trading partner, is throwing into the mix. And so this cross-liquidation accounting is one thing we'll just have to step through here over the next several weeks, and hopefully you guys are going to be entertained in the meantime. If we're taking a little bit of a pause here or there, or cranking it a little bit extra heavy in terms of the trades, just understand we're doing some cross-liquidation accounting and testing and verification, validation between ourselves and BTCC. So these are good times. Now, in terms of that target to the upside, you've got the 115, True. Yeah, you got that 115 to the upside, looking for that kickback. Let's talk real quickly, very quickly, about just some levels, just some strategy in general, right? In terms of looking at, these are some Fibonacci's. I like to lay these out as hedge levels, right? The 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. All this is a Fibonacci. Fibonacci retracement. I've gone to custom level, 0.1, 2, 3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 1. Now, what I've done here is lay out not your standard Fibonacci's, but I like to look at this as a capital allocation tool, period. You may have, and pay attention, please, you may have literally no more than $1,000 for this range. That's it. Sayonara, goodbye. You've got $1,000 in this entire range, allocated appropriately. That's the bottom line. You may have $1 million in this whole range. Then that's going to be it. Sayonara, goodbye. I'll tell you, if you have, guys, if it's 1,000, if it's 100,000, if it's 1 million, if it's 10 million, I'm going to just request strongly that you allocate it appropriately. Do not get down to the 0.7 or 0.8 and have all of your cash flush out the window. This is a game about strategizing, yes, technicals, yes, but the capital allocation tool, or tools that you can bring to the table, the strategy, is the most important feature of the trading game that I see. So that is the bottom line. You can take it or leave it. If you trade it a lot, you know, you're nodding up and down right now. That is correct. And it doesn't matter if it's $2,000, $200. Guys, if it's a couple bucks, whatever you're doing, learning the markets, understand that it's the capital allocation will keep you in the market. So in terms of the details, let's continue to focus on this 4 hourly. I personally would like another drop into the 4 hourly. Just a little bit of a value consideration for me. It's just been tough for me to actually time things right. I got to be honest, to time things right and really pick up a go-getter of a 4 hourly hit here. Remember, we're looking for that 4 hourly to go all the way to overbought turf. That's a swing trade here on MarketHedge. We're looking for that move from oversold to overbought. Boom. Now that's a nice range to play with if we can get it. It can coincide with that 115. Let's see. Again, in terms of allocation, it's not an all-in game. Never overexposed to any higher price. Always with heavy cash reserves. That's the message for today. This is London with MarketHedge. It's been a pleasure to spend some time with you. Shout out again to our VIP. If you want to join the crew, it's going to be in the back. You'll have plenty of access to all of the traders in the back. We're going to keep rolling, guys. It's London with MarketHedge. Take care. Let's go. Bye-bye.